So today we are going to be looking at the describe two features of question that features on Edexcel GCSE History Paper 1 and on Paper 2. This question is worth a total of 4 marks. The purpose of this question, as defined by Edexcel, is to assess your ability to define features of a given topic. Firstly, I am going to give you a structure to answer this type of question, no matter which section of the paper it appears on. When answering this question, you need to give one feature which is relevant to the question being asked, and then give a further supporting detail which is relevant to that feature. Then you repeat the process again for another feature. Let's look at some example questions. Firstly, we will look at one from Paper 1. This is from the Western Front unit if you were studying medicine 1250 modern day. The question being asked is, describe two features of illnesses on the Western Front. It is important to read the question carefully, as you will note it is asking for features of illnesses, therefore any features to do with injuries would not be credited. So firstly, we are going to start with our first feature. It is easiest with this type of question to start with an illness from the Western Front. So, one feature of illness on the Western Front was trench foot. Next, we need to give a supporting detail to gain our second mark. Trench foot was caused by wet feet and having too tight boots and could lead to gangrene. I have given both the cause and result here just to ensure I have enough detail to gain the second mark. Next we move on to our second feature. A second feature of illness on the Western Front was trench fever. And again, we need to give a supporting detail to gain the second mark. Trench fever was caused by lice and caused flu-like symptoms. This would give us our full 4 marks. Secondly, we will have a look at one from the British Depth Study from Paper 2. I have chosen one from the early Elizabethan England unit. The question is, describe two features of Elizabethan poor laws, and again is worth 4 marks. We answer this in exactly the same format as we did in Paper 1. So first we will start with our first feature and we will give one of the Elizabethan poor laws. One feature of Elizabethan poor laws was the introduction of the Vagabond Act. And just like before, we need to give a supporting detail to gain our second mark. The Vagabond Act created harsh punishments for vagrancy such as whipping and holes being drilled in the ear. Then we need to give a second feature. Another feature of Elizabethan poor laws was the introduction of poor relief. And then we will give a supporting detail. Poor relief was introduced as a way to distinguish between the able-bodied poor and the important poor. There we have it. How to answer the 4-mark describe two features questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more GCSE history help.